Lucio guide to Overwatch 2. So I'm going to start off with his boop because it's the most fun ability and it's where most of your kills are going to come from. So the idea is you want to like boop the enemy into the air because it gives them airtime where they're predictable and it can boop them off the map like that. But you can just light them up with your shots like that and then punch them. Like you can do actually a lot of damage if you land your shots, and if you hit headshots while you're doing that, like look how fast you actually kill things. So he does a lot of damage if you can land your stuff, and combine that with like flying around the map. You can do some really like wacky Genji like things. So he's got an insanely high skill ceiling, and he's just as good as you are basically. So his crossfade and his like healing and his speed, I like to like alternate between them. It makes me like unpredictable, and it also keeps people topped up, keeps you topped up, etc. If you're all going like one speed all the time, it can get predictable. So just like spice it up, do some healing, blah blah blah. I like to use speed boost. If we get a pick, I'll do speed boost so we all rush in and just clear the enemy team. Or if like you're getting pushed and they're popping some ults, switch to your healing and like pop your big like healing boost with your E, and then like spread it out a little bit, like help them run away and like heal at the same time. Like you need to like be in and out of these like constantly, just to, like give your team a bit of a boost to get around the corner and then heal them. Like just experiment with it, get good with it, and then practice doing all of this whilst flying around. Like the movement is much nicer in Overwatch 2. Like it's much more forgiving. Like you can wall ride on anything, you can just hold it down to like do all this. You can almost like guide it. Like Overwatch 1 it was much harder. So if you're a Lucio Surf player like I am, like you have tons of fun. You can get some great momentum, some great shots, and it's just really satisfying to play. So his ult, when the enemy pops their ults, just like if you have time, just counter it with that. If not, you're going around the corner, you're about to engage, just preemptively pop your shield, give everyone a bit of boost. Like just play the game, and you'll feel these moments where, oh yeah, I need to use my ult right now, and over time that'll just come with practice. So just try and get as many people in it as possible, and try and like stop your team dying. So make it useful. Don't just like pop it when you've got 2 kills, because that makes no sense. Like pop it when you're about to get like loads of damage jumping on you. What else have we got? Your keybinds for Lucio. Like all my keybindings on all my other characters just default. But on Lucio, because I played like a lot of Lucio Surf, and I got obsessed with him in like season 3. Like I just played him all season long and just like had a lot of fun just wall jumping around and just doing weird stuff. Like so my right click is, you can do it with spacebar, but you can also do it with right click. So most of the time I'm using right click to jump, and it's just for Lucio this. I've got on my left thumb, on my right thumb on my mouse, I've got like my melee. That's on all my characters, and then on the thumb above that, so I've got 2. I've got a Razor Black Widow. The one above it is my boop, so it allows me to like do some crazy like maneuvers, change my direction, like control my airspeed. Like it gives me so much freedom. Like I don't know, it'll come with practice, but just find whatever works for you. This is just my wacky like way of doing it. I think that's it for now. I'll probably think of more things in the future, but there's enough there for you to do something with. But in general, back up your team, boot people into the air so they have like airtime, so your hit scan can shoot them, and it's just predictable. Don't boot people away. Like a lot of new Lucios make the mistake of like, oh my game's shutting down, whatever. A lot of new Lucios make the mistake of like booping the enemy away, and it's like you've just caused like that person would have died, and you've just saved the enemy by booping them away. So actually think about your boops. Don't just willy-nilly do them. Like if you've got a Roadhog coming in and he's about to like shotgun him, don't boop him away. Like just think about your team, think about what you've got, and then peel with it as well. Your boop is so important. Like you can cancel an entire Genji ult with one nicely placed boop. Like let's say he dashed into the air, he's nano boosted, he dashes right in front of you. All you got to do is time it perfectly, boop him, run backwards with speed, and he's wasted his dash. There's no way he can get to you. So I'll keep it at the I'll end it there, sorry. Like and comment. Love you, peace.